The year was 1791. It was a time of great change and immense hope for the future. The United States of America, a fledgling nation, had just emerged from the throes of a brutal and hard-fought war for independence. The air was thick with the promise of freedom and the weight of responsibility that came with it. Our young nation had just fought a brutal war for independence. The Revolutionary War was not just a battle of arms, but a battle of ideals. It was a struggle to break free from the chains of tyranny and to establish a nation where liberty and justice would reign supreme. The sacrifices made by countless individuals during this war were immense, and their courage and determination laid the foundation for the freedoms we cherish today. The Founding Fathers, acutely aware of the dangers of tyranny, enshrined the Second Amendment into the Bill of Rights. They had witnessed firsthand the oppressive nature of a government that held too much power, and they were determined to prevent such tyranny from taking root in the new nation they were building. The Second Amendment was their safeguard, a means to ensure that the people would always have the means to defend their liberty. They understood that well-armed citizens were vital to protect individual liberty. The Founding Fathers believed that the power of the government should be balanced by the power of the people. A well-armed populace was seen as a check against potential government overreach, a way to ensure that the government would remain accountable to the people it served. It served as a bulwark against government overreach. The Second Amendment was not just about the right to bear arms, it was about the right to resist oppression. It was a statement that the people would not be subjugated, that they would stand up for their rights and their freedoms. Today, the Second Amendment remains as relevant as ever. In a world where the balance of power can shift rapidly, the right to bear arms continues to be a crucial element of our national identity. It is a reminder of our history, of the struggles we have overcome, and of the principles that continue to guide us. It guarantees the right of the people to keep and bear arms. This right is not just about owning a firearm. It is about the ability to protect oneself, one's loved ones, and property. It is about the peace of mind that comes from knowing that you have the means to defend yourself in times of danger. This right is not a privilege bestowed by the government. It is a fundamental right, one that is inherent to our very existence as free individuals. The government does not grant this right. It merely recognizes and protects it. It is an inherent right, belonging to each individual. The right to bear arms is deeply rooted in the concept of personal sovereignty. It is about the individual's right to make decisions about their own safety and security. This right is under constant attack. In today's world, the debate over gun rights is more heated than ever. There are those who seek to restrict this right, believing that it will lead to greater safety. However, history has shown us that disarming the populace can lead to greater tyranny and oppression. Gun control is never about the gun, it is always about control. We must be vigilant in defending it. The right to bear arms is a cornerstone of our freedom, and it is up to us to ensure that it is preserved for future generations. We must engage in the debate, educate others about the importance of this right, and stand firm in our commitment to liberty. It is about the fundamental right to self-defense. The ability to protect oneself and one's family is a basic human right. It is a right that transcends time and place, and it is one that the Founding Fathers recognized as essential to a free society. It's about securing our homes, our families, and our communities. The right to bear arms is about more than just individual protection. It is about the collective security of our communities. It is about ensuring that we can all live in a society where we feel safe and secure. The Founding Fathers recognized that the right to bear arms is essential to a free society. They understood that a free society is one where the people have the means to defend their rights and their freedoms. The Second Amendment is a testament to their vision, a vision of a nation where liberty and justice prevail. Constitutional carry is simple. At its core, it is a principle that aligns with the foundational beliefs of our nation. It means law-abiding citizens can carry a firearm for self-defense without needing a permit. This concept is rooted in the idea that individuals have an inherent right to protect themselves and their families. It's about restoring the Second Amendment to its original intent. The framers of the Constitution envisioned a society where citizens could freely exercise their right to bear arms without undue government interference. Constitutional carry acknowledges a basic truth. This truth is that the right to self-defense is fundamental and should not be hindered by bureaucratic processes and government interference. The right to bear arms is meaningless if you can't carry a firearm when and where you need it. Imagine this. You're in a situation where your safety is at risk, and the ability to defend yourself could make all the difference. You're walking home alone at night, you feel unsafe. The shadows seem to move, and every sound heightens your sense of vulnerability. A permit requirement wouldn't deter a criminal from harming you. Criminals, by their very nature, do not follow laws. They exploit the defenseless and prey on the vulnerable. But your ability to defend yourself might. Knowing that you have the means to protect yourself can be a powerful deterrent against those who wish to do you harm. Constitutional carry recognizes this reality. It understands that in moments of danger, seconds count, and having immediate access to a firearm can be crucial. It empowers individuals to protect themselves and their loved ones. This empowerment is not about promoting violence, but about ensuring safety and security in our daily lives. This isn't about living in fear, it's about personal responsibility. It's about taking proactive steps to ensure that you and your loved ones are safe. It's about trusting American citizens to exercise their rights responsibly. The vast majority of gun owners are law-abiding citizens who take their responsibilities seriously. It's about ensuring that the law-abiding are not left defenseless. In a world where threats can arise unexpectedly, being prepared is not just a right, it's a necessity. The history of the Second Amendment is rich and complex. It was born out of a time when the need for self-defense was a daily reality for early American settlers. Today, the conversation continues. Communities across the nation are engaging in discussions about the balance between safety and freedom. Education and responsible ownership are key. Teaching the next generation about the importance of safety and respect for firearms ensures that these rights are preserved and exercised wisely. Advocacy plays a crucial role. By voicing our support for constitutional carry, we help shape policies that reflect our values and protect our freedoms. Remember, constitutional carry is not just about the present. It's about honoring the legacy of those who fought for our freedoms and ensuring that future generations can enjoy the same rights. It's about the enduring spirit of independence and self-reliance that defines our nation. Constitutional carry is a testament to the belief that freedom and responsibility go hand in hand. As we move forward, let us remember the importance of these principles. Let us continue to advocate for our rights and ensure that the spirit of the Second Amendment remains strong. Constitutional carry is more than a policy. It's a reaffirmation of our commitment to the values that have shaped our nation. It's about ensuring that we, the people, remain empowered and free. Opponents of constitutional carry often claim it will lead to the Wild West. This is simply untrue. The idea that allowing law-abiding citizens to carry firearms without a permit will result in chaos is a misconception. States with constitutional carry have not seen increases in violent crime. In fact, data shows that these states often experience stable or even reduced crime rates. In fact, many have experienced decreases. Communities become more vigilant and responsible when citizens are empowered to protect themselves and their neighbors. Constitutional carry is about cutting through red tape. The current system often requires citizens to navigate a maze of paperwork and bureaucratic hurdles just to exercise a fundamental right. It eliminates unnecessary barriers to a fundamental right. The right to bear arms should not be contingent on one's ability to pay fees or government approval. Requiring permits, often with costly fees and lengthy wait times, creates an undue burden on law-abiding citizens. Constitutional carry empowers citizens. It ensures that the right to self-defense is accessible to everyone, regardless of their financial situation. It removes the government as a gatekeeper to a fundamental right. By eliminating the need for permits, we place trust back into the hands of responsible citizens. It fosters a sense of self-reliance and responsibility. When citizens are trusted to carry firearms, they are more likely to seek out training and education on safe firearm practices. This is in line with the principles of a free society. A society where individuals are trusted to make their own decisions and take responsibility for their own safety is a stronger, more resilient society. The concept of self-reliance and personal responsibility is deeply rooted in American history. From the pioneers who settled the frontier to the communities that band together in times of crisis, the American spirit thrives on independence and mutual support. Constitutional carry aligns with this spirit by allowing citizens to take an active role in their own protection and the protection of their communities. It encourages a culture of vigilance and preparedness. Education and training are key components of responsible firearm ownership. With constitutional carry, there is a greater emphasis on voluntary education and community-led training programs. These programs help ensure that citizens are well prepared to handle firearms safely and effectively. They promote a culture of safety and responsibility that benefits everyone. By reducing bureaucratic barriers and empowering citizens, constitutional carry strengthens the fabric of our society. It reaffirms our commitment to individual rights and freedoms. In a free society, the government should serve the people, not hinder them. Constitutional carry is a step towards a more just and equitable system where every citizen has the opportunity to exercise their rights without undue interference. Empowering citizens and reducing bureaucracy is not just about firearms. It's about fostering a society where freedom and responsibility go hand in hand. It's about creating a future where everyone can thrive. In conclusion, the Constitution does not give the government any power to regulate or restrict firearms in any way. If you have to ask the government for a permit or a permission slip to use one of your God-given fundamental rights, then it's no longer a right. It is being treated as a privilege. The Supreme Court has ruled that the Second Amendment is an individual right, not a privilege. It is time we start treating it as such. Any and all gun restrictions and regulations are unconstitutional. Gun control is not about the gun, it is about control. Shall not be infringed means exactly that. No permits or permission slips, no limits on rate of fire or magazine capacity, no registration or ownership database, no gun-free zones or limits on what or who can carry. We currently have 31 states with some form of permitless open carry, and 29 with constitutional carry. That is over half of the country. Stay frosty, my friends. This fight is far from over. Keep your head down and your powder dry.